Before my ninth grade year at Summit, I never really considered myself a leader. I always stayed in my comfort zone, and I never really considered myself capable of going out of that comfort zone. I think ninth grade really prepared us for transitioning to other environments and bigger schools, and I think that if I didn't stay for ninth grade and I went to Reynolds freshman year, I don't think it would have been an easy transition for me, because I don't think I would have had that strong sense of self and that confidence that I developed. We really got close to each other as a grade, and we developed relationships with the ninth grade team and with each other, and a lot of the activities we did helped foster a really strong sense of self and a lot of confidence that I definitely didn't have before my ninth grade year.
So after graduating here in ninth grade, I went on to work at Camp Pathfinder here at Triad Academy, which was a blessing. But I felt like the leadership skills I just learned here at Summit ninth grade were able to help me tremendously with leading 35 younger kids. And just the skills and the time management and the patience and everything that I learned here, it helped tremendously. And also just knowing that I had dyslexia and I know these kids have dyslexia, and so I was able to relate more to them than I feel like some of the other counselors were.
I mean, it definitely provides, ninth grade in general just provides a good foundation academically, in the sense that you're already ahead of your peers in public school. So I came into sophomore year with probably 2 or 3 more credits than public school kids have had just from freshman year, having the access to more rigorous courses and more honors courses than a normal public school schedule allows. So I think academically it just sets you up for success moving into a public school, or even really any school. It's made me a candidate for other scholarships coming into senior year. It put me in a really great position to be top 5% of my class junior year as a junior marshal, and I would say 5 to 10 of us were Summit students. So a lot of people from my ninth grade class were junior marshals last year.
I think one big thing for me that I realized ninth grade and just from being at Summit was how much community matters to me. So my big passion, I guess you would say, is volunteering in nonprofits, and I think that Summit, and especially ninth grade, probably is part of the reason for that. And I would love to go into nonprofit work. I don't know if I'll go straight into it, but I think that started stemming from things I did here.
Ninth grade definitely prepared me to take on leadership positions. I'm actually the president of the Student Government Association this year. So, and I don't think I would have had the courage to run for that position if it hadn't been for Summit and the executive council at Summit and the different opportunities to be captains on sports teams and things like that. And I felt so confident leaving Summit and going into an environment where I could run for different positions and things like that. So I definitely have Summit to thank for that, because they gave me a lot of courage.
If you never have opportunities when you're young to lead people, it's hard to get older and just be thrown into a leadership position and then excel. And I feel a lot of the reason that made me successful being a coach and mentoring certain people was because of the skills that I learned in ninth grade. A lot of stuff that I incorporate with people on a daily basis comes from my Summit background. It really does.
I think it also just kind of promotes learning for the sake of learning and not just grinding and getting it done, finishing your homework, and that's the extent of going to school. I think you kind of invested in it. That's kind of helped me to take a new stance on learning. I went to governor's school the summer after my junior year, which is a 5-week thing where just you kind of go and you're learning. And I think if I hadn't gone to Summit, I wouldn't have really seen that value. And I know they always say inspiring learning. Oh yeah, you don't really know what that means. But I went to ninth grade, and as much as I hate to say it, the little slogan motto kind of worked out, because I became a better learner and those parts of school that kind of make you excited are accentuated when you're in ninth grade because it's a smaller environment.
Graduation was a interesting time for me, to put it simply, because my last week there, we're doing all these graduation ceremonies and such, where we're saying goodbye to all these teachers and all these students that I would probably see again, at least the students, but I would be seeing them in the school. And it was emotional because I had just come from a school that wasn't as eager to help out students or accepting an environment as Summit was. And so to walk into a school like Summit that is very accepting and very eager to help students and very arts-based for that matter, was a wonderful experience, and I was really sad after leaving.
I mean, I think I've always just kind of been the same, but ninth grade, something about it just kind of like really invigorated my passions for learning, and it helped me be more creative in my studies. And so that's what I use kind of now, and I don't look at it as more of like academics. I look more like how can I be creative with this, and how can I really expand on my thinking versus like doing it for the grade.
If I were to sum up my ninth grade experience at Summit School in 2 words, I would use the words worth it. While making a decision on whether or not to stay, I questioned that worth. Was my transition into high school going to be tough? Will I be academically prepared to go to a non-public school? And most important to me, will this ninth grade year affect my ability to play sports in college? To answer those questions, the ninth grade Summit year allowed my 14-year-old self to finally grow into my own. With being the oldest on campus, I was forced to become a leader in the classroom and on the playing fields. This prepared me for high school, already giving me the strength and self-confidence that many students struggle to find. Summit's small class sizes allowed me to figure out what my brain needs to learn, a gift I will never be able to repay them for. And lastly, my decision didn't prevent me from playing college sports. In fact, developing my character over my physical abilities aided my athletic performance. Without my ninth grade year at Summit School, I would not be attending Yale University next fall to play football.